It's in purple.
Oh, Jinx.
Got a Jinxie. Yeah.
And we talked about Jinx because we were like, that may be a contender. Like, actually, a lot of people going for this best of card because you can run a miracle package quite easily.
I
Not
mean,
care
she's
that much
technically
about the
a Miracle
legend.
starter, right? Because her deck is all about the same thing Draven was doing for Miracle Draven. You know, just
Yeah,
trash as much,
exactly.
get it going.
And
They run basically the same cards anyway.
yeah, uh, and since there are so fewer players using it, then it's easier to go for the best of. But we saw that 10 people were running it, and she will be facing Master Yi.
Mm. So you think? I presume this will be the usual dazzling Yi. I know somebody at my locals is doing a mix where they're doing a low to the ground version in their side deck, and then dazzling as like their first match.
Oh, I saw so many Yis that were not running Dazzling at all, and that were running the Rune Runner and the
Great card.
Triforce to counter Draven because he cannot either rebuke or fight or flight them, and they got too much might for him to get in, and they're just scoring 2 points by turn, and
Ooh.
it goes really fast.
Perfect counter to Draven as well, to be fair. Varmore first turn.
Yeah, yeah, that's usually a really good pick for Mastery because anyway, once you're on the battlefield, you don't care. You don't want to get out of there.
That's it. You have one just giant unit. You just sit there, said with a Triforce or three, and then you just sit there, just gaining points every turn. So you think this will be a Miracle Jinx, or you think it's going to be more along the lines of the standard, just trash and trash Jinx?
I think it could be a mix because I tried to play that and I found that like a Miracle Jinx with just one or two Flame Jumpers and the Red Jinx as a champion can spice it up a little bit while still being really good as a um, like just a sort of miracle. So let's see.
Is that the Alpha Jinx I see there?
Uh, that's the red one, but oh, you mean the skin, the legend?
Yeah, the white border, yeah.
I don't know. I'm so bad with overnumbered and artwork and so on.
It's not a terrible opening hand. We got Seals, we got Falling Star, we got Stat the Deck. Oh, get rid of the Stat the Deck apparently.
Yeah. Get rid of stack deck. Get rid of the fight or flight. Searching for these two drops.
Oh, okay. It's a pretty good turn one drop. We got the Traveling Merchant.
Yep.
I would presume that they're still running the Vi in this deck anyway, as it's probably their biggest might unit they can really use after Rossa.
Yeah, I don't know because if they're running a miracle of their own, maybe they're not running Vi at all either. I don't know.
Maybe. I suppose once you've got all your big units on the field, you want to put everything else back in your deck, right? Is that Double Defy? It is Double Defy.
That could hurt a lot against purple. This being said, it does not. No, is that a turn two? Oh yeah,
So turn two, we've got the monkey that you can drop for free, get it readied, and then we have a Triforce in hand for turn two, and then you've got the two Defies just in case they try and fight you back.
Yeah, I see several years running that monkey. What do you think about it?
I like the monkey.
Yeah, me too.
I'd say I quite like him in Jax, I quite like him in Yi. I'm not too sure in Fiora, but in the other two decks I quite like him.
Yeah, and the ability to run it as like a good either turn 2 or turn 3 drop is amazing.
Ooh. Everyone's favorite card. Punch first.
Yeah, that's like the one weapon that Orange gained during this set.
They got a big camel and a big fist.
Exactly.
What more do you need?
I would love a stream where they play the One Punch Man opening every time someone plays that card.
It's pretty much that feeling though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Say you're going to move the monkey out. Monkey's going to be 5 might, and then if you want to put the Triforce on them, they go to 8 might. I think it's a 3 might, is it?
No, isn't 2? I think it's 2.
It's-
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, that's still 7 might on a monkey.
Yeah, that's still an insane number.
Yeah, plus 2, you are right. But yeah, when he holds, score an extra point. So
And the Jinx selected to send the merchant on the
I presume they're going to put
Vinemo's
Switcheroo down.
lair.
Yeah, because you can't move back to base, but you can move sideways.
Oh yeah, okay. That's to go with Ride the Wind. That's why. Okay, we see a Darius.
Is that a Yeehaw Darius?
Yeah.
So I'm not a massive fan of Yeehaw Darius, but I'll take him. I prefer the regular General Darius.
Yeah, I mean, this one is made to be kind of goofy, I guess.
Another
Would you
Yeehaw Darius. Oh, and the promo teamer. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good turn 2 from the Jinx player.
Yeah, agree on that.
Although, personally speaking, I might have gone to the Zonwarons first, then ride the wind over to the Varmore, and then sit there with the Switcheroo, so you sort of walk him into you. But they would have missed out on a draw and a discard, so makes sense. So the question here now is, do you want to play out the Triforce, equip the Triforce, and then hold on one of these for a turn? Or are you just going to try and figure out if you need to discard something from the hand and try and get a draw going? I do like Sabotage, though. But obviously you can only get rid of spells and gears.
Yeah, and there's a Falling Star in hand, which would be a really good card to remove, I think.
That's it, Switcheroo and the Fallen Stars, as that poor monkey is in range.
This being said, the Switcheroo can be countered with the Punch first. And the same cannot be said about the Falling Star.
No. I mean, do we go all out this turn? Do we keep one open just for the 1 defy? Okay. So
It's on the Defy, right?
he's thinking about he's going for the defy. Okay, draw. Can't quite see what that
Defy
is.
is not that useful because there's a lot of 2-power cost spell that you cannot defy, and
There we go. Big monkey time.
yeah. But I think he's going to take a Falling Star.
Stays at 5 might if he's not battling, so that makes sense.
I think I would Falling Star, no hesitation. Because you cannot let him hold. The Triforce giving 1 more point is insane. Yeah.
It's Mad Monkey now.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does have some good cards in hand. We do have the Teemo you can hide to push out something next turn. We do have the Darius in hand, so...
Oh, it was the Falling Star. I didn't see that. My bad.
Move it out, okay.
6.
That's 6 into 7.
Yeah.
Crash the...
The curse in the chat. Now it... What? It's saying no action? You forgot the passive? Oh no.
So yeah, because winning alone you get +2, right?
Oh, no.
So...
Oh yeah, no, I forgot. Oh, that's a disaster. Yeah, oh, game's over.
I mean, that's the thing, isn't it, with Yi? A lot of people forget that Yi does have the whole passive of, if I'm alone, I gain 2.
Oh.
And the worst of us.
The fumble, guys. No. My poor boy. Jinx. Uh,
I
AI
prefer Jinx to win,
YK.
but I would like the monkey to win.
There's the world where you're just like, okay, go next.
It's very awkward now, yeah, because you are down to 5. Go to 7 next turn. Seals? No, I would have played this next turn, to be fair, so we could have got Draven online.
Yeah.
Wait,
but-
Darius
Okay,
online.
no, okay, he's got a card to play. Okay, that's why. Playing Darius.
Yeah, you could float the one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sure
Darius
then.
is 7 to 7.
Uh,
But then you just. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense.
yeah, why not? Trying to not go too far behind, but now it's just
Hidden card. Switcheroo. So. You are now at 3 apiece, though. Unfortunately, if you can't get rid of the monkey next turn, they go to 5 when you're at 4. So you are kind of stuck on a 3-turn play now. Okay, get the draw. So yeah, this does seem to be the more mid-range Yi deck.
yeah. Which
I think it's
I mean, it
still
goes
a good.
hard into Draven, so I get it. I think it's a really good version.
I do too. It's quite quick as well, which I think a lot of people forget.
Do you?
A charm. Drag him
you
over to the other battlefield.
Oh, you champion it. Yeah, right.
I mean, I would. They're tapped out. They can't fight back.
Oh, wait. Do you keep a? Oh, maybe you keep a green one for Defy.
True.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. I completely understand. You're not in a hurry to charm. Yeah.
A sword, yeah. I mean, they were tapped out anyway, so I thought it might have been a better position to be in. Get them off units.
Of course, you cannot use your Titaner in base to switch with the Darius. You would need to use it on the battlefield because it's considered as a move. So
Mhm.
yeah, I won't play anything more than that real Titaner. And now you can free charm the Darius.
So yeah, you got 2 up now. I mean, Zonya's in the back wouldn't be too bad either, so keep the monkey alive for another turn.
I think the
Sabotage
sabotage would be good right now.
Sabotage would be good. What's the other card in hand? They've got the
Get the
Heister and Wounds.
sword.
Yeah, get rid of the sword. Obviously, if they go down to 1 card in hand, they get 2 draws next turn, so.
Yeah, but they will be at that 1 card anyway, so. I mean, no matter when you use it, they will probably be at 1 card, so you gotta use it at one point anyway. I think that right now is a good turn to make an aggressive play.
Yeah, I'm still thinking do the charm. Drag the Darius over. Kill the Darius. Because if they try and longsword it, you just punch it in the face with punch first.
And they could even just discipline.
Oh, discipline, yeah. And at the same time, it pops the hidden card as well. Yep, as long as, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Alright, he's playing slow, taking no risk. He's like, anyway, I got my Triforce.
That's it, 2 turns. I'm going to win this, yeah. It's on the Jinx now to fight back.
He's going to play that sword so that he can have another draw. What was he? He was just reacting to. Wait. To the beginning of the turn? Yeah, you can do that. All right. Yeah, but it no, because it used it needed to use the sword to proc the Jinx ability. So
Yeah, he needs to basically have the charm, pull him over so he can react to the charm.
no, I'm talking about the fact that he used the sword to get another draw. But what was he reacting to playing the sword? Can you react to the beginning phase? I don't
I
think
believe
so.
so.
Yeah, you believe so? But I mean, there's no other way the judge would have called it. So that's
Yeah,
the case
he
most
can
likely.
react to battlefield, so you can go A, B, and react to B. But I don't think there was anything to trigger during B.
So
He may have got an extra draw when he shouldn't have done.
yeah, you can react to Jinx trigger, but he needed to use the sword to Jinx trigger.
Yeah,
Jinx,
two cards.
oh, Jinx always trigger no matter what, even if. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. All right, so guys, if you didn't know, Jinx ability triggers even if you do not have enough cards, and it's just going to play that Draven and pass, which I can kind
So
of
you reacted
understand.
to the Jinx trigger with the longsword?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you know every day.
So thank you so
Sabotage.
much, Jay Koi, for that.
Well, you have them back. We are at 7 now, though, so it is now Yi's game to win.
Yeah.
Charge it. Yeah, there we go. Charm it over. You can't move
Oh,
back to
and he's
battlefield.
charming it into. He fumbled that. He wants to charm it into the base, but he
Base.
can't.
No, you need to charm it over to yourself.
Yeah, so now the charm will just be.
Everyone's favorite term, fizzle.
What?
What happened?
Oh,
Huh?
he's allowed to change like that? Oh no, that's because he was not allowed to charm like that, and so he's just using it in another way. I thought the charm would fizzle.
I would
Yeah,
have thought it
charm to
would.
base is a legal play, right?
Yeah, you can't move anything from base from Varmore, so you have to move it over to the other one. You would
Yeah,
kill it on
but
the move.
I thought like charm, like it would just fizzle because he was like, I do that. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that would be the same with like Fight or Flight.
Yeah. Yes, Quiz, you're probably right. There must be 2 target, 1 target, something like that. All right, guys, let's head to game 2. We are hyped. We are in. Let's see the battlefield. Of course, Obelisk of Power for you. Always a good, reliable battlefield for the Master of the Wuju. And Jinx is playing Arena's Greatest. You usually want to play Arena's Greatest when you're on the play because you it increases a lot the tempo of the game. Let's see this time if they forget again.
Do we get the trigger? Yeah.
The effect.
So hopefully we see a bit more portion in this game. Right, so yeah, I think get my extra power. There we go, beautiful. Do we have a sneaky deckhand maybe?
Nope. But you still have 2 drops. That's a treasure hunter, right? Because I didn't
Yeah,
can't see the card, but I see 1 might, so it must be a treasure hunter.
Like, what's one might? It's like treasure hunter. It's very shiny. Ooh, okay. First mate.
Not the card that you would like to play right now, I think. Even if it's a free.
Didn't know it was a
might
next
unit.
turn kind of card, but no, I suppose if it's a decent sized unit and you get to play it, so
Yeah, you would
Looking-
rather play it next turn so that you can get 2
get
points.
gold, go to 2, and then play something else maybe. You got the tide cooler there. Okay. Forward star. Okay.
Okay, on only one unit. This time it doesn't want to wait for the 21st to be set up.
I mean, it makes sense. Let's move it again. Get yourself another treasure.
Okay, so
Right, we're in a much better position this turn.
yeah,
I didn't quite see if there was anything. Oh, was that the? Oh, it's the
that is
camel.
the camel. And this card gives, I think, a lot of people PTSD from Legends of Runeterra for those who play the game.
We got the camel out, everyone. I mean, if they can get the 24th on the next draw, they're in it to win it.
Yeah. Developing the longsword on unit that's on the battlefield, trying to hold on to it.
So I'm a bit confused by this because you know that the camel will be minimum 7. Are they miscounting the numbers again?
I mean, it won't be 7 when it attacks. So,
We don't need attacked and defended alone.
but it will be 5 and you're only at 4.
Just defend. Moving it back, okay. They do have the other longsword in hand, though.
Okay, no, he's using it on the unit that's retreating, which, okay, makes sense then.
We got the traveling merchant. Lots of movement in this one. Do we top deck anything good?
One rune up, only 2 cards in hand. Is there anything that Jinx can do with 1 rune apart from, I don't know, stack deck?
Not so fast. Azonia's, and I'm not too sure what the last card is. Show the camera, come on. Has it taken over control? Get rid of the treasure hunter. Bring out the big boy.
Yep. Master
Let's
Yi.
move it out. Let's say go to 3.
Into the battlefield.
Right, we're in a good place right now. Hidden card, that's Azonia's. And we've got 2 punch first in hand still, so as long as we keep 1 ruin open, we've got enough to save one of them at least.
Yeah. And I really don't think you sabotage right now. You just want to keep your runes to being able to use those. One punch man.
1 punch camel. Let's go.
Yeah, one punch camel. Let's go.
Right, I didn't see any big units in there. Reacting to that again.
Okay, another longsword. Get the draw from it.
Not holding. Ah, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, I don't think it was
Jinx.
cheating. I think it's just another fumble.
Yeah. I think he's just a little bit off tilter.
Yeah. Maybe he could not reason mentally from the play from last game.
He was surprised, he does get you. Right, so we do have 7 camel and 8 Yi. Do we have anything big in the hand? Is the question. We've already played a card this turn, which means that Darius would come in readied.
You come the Yi. He's thinking about using the not so fast. No, he doesn't have enough, my bad.
No, he needs 2, doesn't he? 2 and 2.
Yeah. Of course, he will use the Zonia first because else you're just losing it. And I mean, using Zonia on your camel guy is just great.
It's all good, yeah.
Yeah.
Great value.
Now the Tide Turner is at 6 right now.
Mhm.
That's still not enough for the camel.
No. So you're going to move it out to the other one anyway, just to get your point in. Although you could have moved the Traveling Merchant if you wanted a draw on a trash.
Yeah.
Hidden card. Assuming switcheroo. Maybe Fight or Flight.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it.
But we are back down to 1 card in hand, so double
We
draw
did
for
it.
Jinx.
We saw a Timo, right? Also, be a Timo.
Could be Timo.
Which would go a long way into Yi. Punch first. That would not be enough.
So the 6 there plus a Timo would be 4, so 10. Punch first on the Yi would be 11, so yeah, you are short by 1 damage. There's only 1 card in hand. You don't want to really sabotage just in case.
No.
I mean, what would you do? I'm thinking maybe do the Yi again. Comes in readied. You'll have 1 ready to go for the punch first.
Yeah. But yeah, then do you use the punch first to conquer? Because if you do so, maybe you retreat the camel because you cannot protect it next turn. I mean, you've got the Zonia's behind.
7 next turn. Oh, okay, there you go. It was a Fight or Flight. Charm over here, 7 camel. Oh, maybe we should have done the sabotage then.
Yeah.
So there we go. Do the.
I mean, you can still use a punch first.
So I'd punch first anyway. Keep it alive.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then you can develop the Yi and you will have Zonia's to protect one of your unit next turn.
That's it. So they're at 5 currently, so we can't Yi this turn. Sorry,
no,
is it 6 this turn?
it's only at 5. Yeah. No. What? Wait.
He's got the 1 floating. So he's still short 1.
Oh, yeah, because he used Charm first. My bad. Come on.
I mean, you're in a good position here anyway, so it's not like you have to push it through.
Yeah. Losing that floating is always feels bad, man.
It does.
What did you draw? That's a Keisa, right? Keisa Timo.
Is that damn right again? I mean, do you accelerate the Kaiser just to try and get another point on the field? Then you're at 6?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you can just move out the merchant too. Get a draw, get a trash.
Yeah, because you can use the Keisa, hide the Timo, and get a free draw. Oh no, he's going to use
Jinx. Kaiser. Oh, Jinx, no. So when you trash something, so yeah, move the Traveling Merchant, ready Jinx. If I remember correctly, it's when you trash a card, you can ready this. Yep, seems to be the way. Just make sure that I'm not wrong about the statement. So Jinx is... Yeah, we can discard 1 or more cards, ready me, and give me 1 might.
Yep. That's the effect
So
of
what you
the
do then is
purple Jinx.
you would equip as many of the swords as you can. So you go to 12, walk into the camel. Camel then hits you with a big punch. And then you trade.
Yeah. This being said, he tapped some purple instead of some red, and because of this, if he wants to equip some others, he will have to create floating.
So you got the Teemo in hand, so you can always hide the Teemo. But you'd just be floating more then, so... Oh, we got the purple you could use. close and equip it, yeah. So you're walking 12 into the kennel. Because I think the best thing to do is just clear the board. I know it puts it back in base, but it's still better for the Jinx.
Okay, and you still have your punch first.
Yeah, so you trade, they lose the Jinx, you go back to base because of the Zonyas.
Yeah, but you're starting to be low on runes after that, and if you want to develop heal, then you cannot do that. Jinx is in a good position overall.
Mm-hmm. So they're 2 turns from winning. After this, they can equip 2 of the longswords to the Traveling Merchant if they want to give it 6, which means that when the camel moves out to take it out next turn, it'd be 1 short.
No, the Jinx doesn't have assault. It's the purple Jinx. I don't think she's got assault, right? It's the red Jinx that has assault. This one is
ready.
first one and get ready.
Yeah, she's got the 6 from the longswords, plus 1 from her ready ability, and then 5 for herself. So yes, we're going to crash here. 12-12. Ooh.
Oh, okay. You meant this Jinx has assault. Okay, the assault spell in hand. I thought you meant the champion naturally has assault because of the.
There we go.
Yep, and
Jinx is now in a very winning position.
Yeah, I mean it's actually it's one. There's no way that he can come back from that, right? I think it's over.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do to damage it now. And they're hiding.
All right.
I think the cleave was also a top deck as well, so that's coming clutch.
Oh, and we would have liked to get that defy last turn.
But there we go. Boop. So it's 1 apiece then, going to a 3rd game. With 25 minutes left.
Yeah, we still have plenty of time, so most likely we will have a clear winner for that game.
So what do we have currently? We have... That's not Vandal C, is it?
Yeah, Bundle Tree on one side and
I guess Jinx does hide cards, so it makes sense.
And what?
Doubles Zonyas?
Yeah. No, that's for Jinx, but
that's Jinx. Yes, that makes sense.
Oh, that's 45 position. Yeah, I did not recognize it from the.
Yeah, because it's in the corner. Yeah, so I mean that makes perfect sense for Yi. As you've already said, he wants to hold down a battlefield, get onto there. Especially you've got Triforce. You're sitting.
Yeah, but we did not see a lot of 45 position during set 1, and I think it was because a lot of people thought it was kind of overkill, and on the other hand, that made it so much harder for themselves to reconquer. And it was starting with 3 runes, completely trying to cheat here.
We got a monkey.
Let's go.
I think with gear being introduced into the game and might getting that increase a lot quicker, I do think Fortified Position is a very good game-free card.
Yeah, I think it's also very good when you're on the play because...
Is he getting told off, I think?
What's happening here? Getting called out by the judge?
I don't know, maybe.
He getting a warning because he channeled free?
Oh.
I mean, we already... that judge, we already saw him being really, really strict, if I remember correctly.
He does seem to be the usual judge for these events, so I don't know if he's like the head judge for Riftbound. He does seem to at least be the streaming judge. So
I think it's
he's saying,
about the free runes, and he's like, oh yeah, because he saw the rune, and now the judge wants to shuffle the deck. Okay, makes sense.
yeah, I mean that's fine. You know, get a warning, shuffle deck, and then just carry on.
That's yeah, it feels bad to get a warning only because you messed up. And
I would presume though that he's running a standard 6 and 6 rune deck anyway, so he shouldn't matter too much.
no, it shouldn't. It's yeah, that's more because you get the warning. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the issue, the warning rather than they seeing the ruin. Is there anything in hand that you can use? You've got a discipline there for contesting if you need to next turn. Get a free draw off it as well. Can't quite see the cards. Ooh, an action.
Okay.
No key
So
still
of
though.
course, you will not use the optional cost because there's no
How do you feel about action?
what?
How do you feel about this champion card? I think it's quite good against a lot more gear-oriented decks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good in this deck if you can steal a longsword. That's really good already. I think it's much better. I mean, the prime is for Aurora. If you can steal an Aurora, the game is just over. Yeah, really good into Draven. So I get that it's playing it, and I get that also that he's playing it right now because there's not that many cards to steal, and you want to develop the board. So yeah, makes sense.
So it's still just obviously a fairly good unit. 4 might is pretty good on a battlefield, especially as we see that Draven Journey just play a lot of 2s. Sorry, Jinx plays a lot of 2s. There we go.
Wait, my stream bugged a bit, lagged a bit. What happened to the monkey?
That monkey got hit by a Void Seeker.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it in the trash. My bad.
He got demonkeyed. All right, going out with a Traveling Merchant. So what do you think is best here? Do we go and fortify ourselves, or do you think it's best to try and take care of that Vandal tree first?
I don't know. Don't you want to lock the fortified position first?
I personally would. I think it's best as it's your one, and obviously on your opponent's turn, you're then a 8 might action. But at the same time, you do want to keep them off of the hidden cards as they can put 2 down there. As we've seen, they do run Switcheroo, Fight or Fly, Teemos.
Yeah.
So I think either Battlefield right now is a good choice for Yi. But I do think that they're going to struggle to try and get the 4th position off of them once they get there.
Oh, and we see the Navo risk out. Is it Navo risk out in this game too? Because again, it's
never something.
okay.
But it's such a good card.
So 4 cost with 1 deflect. A really good card overall. Really well-rounded card, and goes well into Yi.
So it's a 4/4. Deflect is always just good. Having to pay the extra cost is awful anytime.
Yeah.
But having obviously more defensive is always good. Again, you can put this into the fortification. So if you want to try and kill it via a spell, you still have to spend the extra runes. So even if it's just a sideboard card, it's very good specifically for this.
Yeah. And so Yi chose to go for the bundle 3, as you just said. So good call.
This makes sense to me.
It will be not easy to retake the fortified position.
You move out the Navori. It's 4/4. You can go into a discipline. Now you got to choose who you shoot.
Now that's 10 potential might on the battlefield. a hidden card.
Switcheroo, Teemo.
Yeah, Switcheroo would do a lot of good here, even if you have to pay for the deflect. Because Switcheroo is an amazing counter to punch first.
Mm. So, do we see what's in the hands? Is the question. We do have the camel. We've got a Thwonk. Move it out. Move them in there. Okay. Camel time.
I want to secure the battlefield. And it will just develop the camel. And say, all right, back to you, the studio.
So, rebuke.
And I feel like this game is playing slower than the last one.
They do seem to be methodically thinking about what's going on here rather than last time where it was just throw cards on the field and see what hits. These had a good few drops already. You know, they've basically hit a curve every single time they've got a unit on the field they can. So they're doing well. Jinx done the same, essentially. I mean, what you really want is, like, charm the traveling merchant, I guess, and then kill the Draven.
And now the judge is not messing with this guy. But one thing that Fortified Position does is that, and the Draven even more, is that you have to send everything in one turn, and usually you like to send your unit one by one to get you the proper trades and so on. But with the Fortified Position and Draven, you have to all in and hope that it goes through, because else you're just wasting units. Right.
Is that a stun in hand as well?
Sorry?
Look at the Yi's hand. I think he's got a stun. A Rune Prison.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that would be good into...
So what do I need? Ride the Wind's always good.
Shield Raven.
All Might's pretty good. Longsword's also good. Reaction speed.
And like the Longsword has done a great job until then to proc the Jinx ability. And I would not be surprised if he chose it there.
Yeah, so I personally would grab the Longsword. Just because that way, if you do get stunned, you can always play it on yourself, put your 10 to Might, and then they just can't get rid of you off the field.
Yeah.
So his runes are fully open as well, so as long as he saves 2 for the replay, should be fine.
Jinx is still in a
It's in a great place, yeah.
situation, because you have to... You're 1 point behind, so at one... You have to go for that battlefield at 1 point, and...
They took the Ride the Wind? That wasn't there, was it?
No, they already had a Ride the Wind in... No, maybe you're right. They took the Ride the Wind, maybe.
So if you was the Jinx, what would you be doing now? Because me personally, I'm thinking play the Jinx, move out the Traveling Merchant, discard. Oh, never mind. Let's do that.
Yeah, I think it's just right now securing the battlefield. He might have an idea to conquer the other at one point.
To be fair, put Draven's there now. That's a lot of Might next turn if you can survive. Play the Jinx, move out the Traveling Merchant, ready it. attack the Bandle City, go up into a longsword if you to take the longsword.
And
But as you said, though, the Yees on the play now, they are currently ahead. They could just...
yeah, they might just develop another camel and... Okay, no. They're going to go for a draw, which totally makes sense. They have a lot of runes to work with. But at one point, I still think being only 1 point ahead is not in that easy
not a lot,
position.
but it could be enough to start putting you a little bit panicked. He's only got 7 minutes on the round left.
I just realized something. If you punch first the camel, the switcheroo is not useless, but almost, because you cannot use the switcheroo on the camel.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I think one of the Dravens can go to 10 anyway.
Yeah.
Because you longsword it on the play. You're at 10, so you just trade.
Yeah. Trying to...
And then how does fortification work? Is it per combat you can choose the shield?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you have to go in everything. You have to all in. And just like you said, they will ready the Jinx.
Jinx is now 6 mites, so they can crash into each other.
Yep.
And then, yeah, you would have to save it here with either a discipline or the punch first. Discipline probably is the better one because you get the draw.
2 and 1 run. Will I keep the longsword and then...
Now you would have to punch first if you want to survive.
Yeah.
But they could do both still.
And
because if they then combat that with a cleave, you just can go to the other one. Just checking, yeah, it's just +2. You looking to train?
Okay. That means he won't be able to punch first. So he's thinking, yeah, I'm ready to...
That's it, you get the trade, yeah? Oh.
Oh, that's an amazing play. I love it.
Because Jinx is not
By
one for
doing
turn.
this, you discard 1 and you get your Jinx up to +1, just overriding the might of the Navari Scout.
So we both thought it was switcheroo, but no. Good old Tidecaller.
And doing wonders here.
And that's it, now you've put yourself ahead.
Yeah, and now Yi has to retake the control of that 45 position with 2 Draven. And you can just retreat the Jinx because it's been ready.
Yeah, in a fantastic position now.
And you still have 3 runes to work with. That Titan play that was set up like 5 turns ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I love it. Let's go, Jinx. Show me what you can do. I can't believe I'm rooting for purple red, but got me hyped.
Is he going to draw a little bit deeper again?
Oh,
that might help.
Yep, against like a rebuke or switcheroo. We do not know what card is hidden, right?
No. Do we just push out a clockwork right now and just get the point?
That could be good. This being said, they won't be able to defend against Jinx. There's a Twonk in hand, right? So that could be that's a really good card too.
Yeah, so we
Can
got punch
especially
first, honk. At least one, not so fast.
yeah. Potentially could still develop mastery, but it's a bit late, right? Like you need some more tempo right now, and mastery would.
You'd want to be working with at least like 10 runes, I think, so that way you can get it out ready and then maybe punch first with it. Just try and make it climb. But we also have another discipline as well.
You do not have any other highly cost plays, so that's an option always.
Yeah. So yeah, you either go with just one of your camels and just hold it down on Bandle, and then next turn you go all in on Yi. Just chip away at the Dravens. As you said, if it is a switcheroo, they can't target the camel.
Yeah. Might want to try to retake right now though.
What you got there? You've got 16 might. Who are you targeting? Okay, so you got 18 might.
With this, I think he won't play the Yi this turn.
No, you can't now.
I was picking a camel. So that
You got punch first still.
Jinx cannot use the switcheroo.
So Draven currently is a 10 and an 8, so that's 18. Plus the travelling, so that's 20. Eight and a 6. And the 2. So that's 16. It could be a Teemo under there, so that's 4. It could just be a fight or flight.
And the game has slowed down so much indeed, chat. The last two games were playing quite fast, and now we might be heading for a draw in the end. Remember that I think they are 27 minutes to play that last game.
So it was at the start of the game, we had that little slowdown from the judge. So we did lose a minute or two there. But we are about to go into overtime. So what do you think the play is for the Jinx then? Do you think just pay the 2 to make both Dravens go to 6, give one shield, and then hope you can Teemo or Tidecaller maybe?
Yeah, I mean,
he's got the runes for it.
I think it's now that you have the pressure of the time, you have to push in as the Yi.
I'd say, unfortunately, yeah, it's Yi's game to lose rather than anything else now. Although that is a...
Oh, he drew an action, which is good because he can pay the optional cost and, yep,
get the longsword.
Take control of that sword. We did not see the action until then, but...
Must just drew off the discipline.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, now you're in a better position. Does he equip it, or can you equip it to any of your units?
What? You have to equip it on action, right?
I'm just going to check. You may pay 2 body as an additional cost to play me. When you play me, if you pay the additional cost, move an enemy gear to your base. You control it. Until I leave the board, if it's an equipment, attach it to me. There you go. So yeah, so I mean, it's still pretty good for next turn. So
all right, so now 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
He's still got runes up for the punch first as well. So that's going to go to 6.
16 on the...
It's going to go 8. It's going to pay the 2, so it's going to go...
Draven has to create a
14.
floating. Always feels bad.
He can still fight or flight the action. So currently you're just trying to crash it into the Dravens anyway. Yeah, 8, 6, 14, 16. You're at
16 on the side of Draven.
on the side of Draven, on the Jinx side, yeah. And then it's 16
yeah,
on the side as well. Because what you want to do is clear the board.
That's 12.
Right?
There's 18 on the side of no, oh yeah, no, 16. But wait,
Yeah,
let's
16,
say the action gets
Fight or flighted.
yeah, and then punch first, and that would still be more.
No, never mind, we're keeping it anyway. So now you're just bigger.
Yeah. So,
So
he's
what is
getting
that
this.
card? Is it
There are still
Switcheroo?
3 turns left after that.
Is it Teemo? Is it Fight or Flight? Is it Tidecaller?
Oh. Tidecaller would be able to trade with the Jinx.
Because you don't mind leaving up the Traveling Merchant for a turn. Because you can do it with next turn.
There's a rebuke in hand. So, oh, he might be able to. Oh, okay, switcheroo.
Switcheroo. Okay. So it's 2 to 4.
4 difference.
Still
And
that, right? Still trades.
and then if you rebuke
19, and then that is 18. So you still trade.
To do math.
You're still bigger. Yeah, you're still one bigger.
That's 10, 17 to 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18.
18 into 19.
Yeah, but if the action gets rebuked,
That's 18 into 17.
Yeah.
But hasn't he got a not so fast in hand? He does.
Yeah.
You gotta use it now.
Use it.
Gotta use it now.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing. See, they're tapped out.
But you use the 2 camels, and the Jinx is still up. But you have a lot in base. You have so much.
So I'd move out there. There you go. Get your 6 points. The issue now for the Jinx is I don't think you can kill both units and hold. Because actions are 6.
That pull might help, but you're solo 1 rune.
It's yeah. Okay, so it's 5 into 4. Yep.
This being said, you could just develop Darius, hide the fight or flight, and try to win next turn. Is that an option?
The hold is the question. Because the issue you've got next turn is if you've got enough runes for it, which they do have, you can have Yi out next turn.
Yeah, it will. Choose to play
Yeah, you just
Darius
gotta hold.
to hide the card, of course. Hidden card is really good here because you get the extra draw. Now it's just up to, can you manage to conquer the battlefield next turn?
I think the way it's looking, it's gonna be a draw.
Oh no, there's no way. With the twonk, it's over. You can just stack everything on that battlefield and say GG.
He's tapped out,
think-
isn't he? Yeah, he's tapped out.
He is taking it every day.
It's a fight or flight on the field. That's the issue.
Yeah, but you don't need to conquer. You just need to. Oh yeah, but no, that would be the last turn, so that would be a draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's on the last draw. He has to
Oh.
win now. If it's fight or flight, you can't win it.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I got
yeah, I mean,
both.
it was 2 good games to be fair. That last game obviously went a bit long, but still very good.
Yeah, and we're talking about best of cards. I mean, the Jinx is in 301.
So it's 3 wins, 1 loss. It's probably one of the few people playing today. I don't know how many Jinx was off the top of my head. Say less than 10.
Thinking about. He's got only 3 cards in hand. There are no cards that can act. So the only play that you can.
I see he's tapped out as well.
Oh, he forgot. Or it's just okay. I'll take the draw.
Yeah, I guess that works too, because that's 8, 12, 14.
Maybe he counted and he was like, "There's no way I'm taking this."
Maybe. There you go. You got 17 now.
Don't you want to keep enough to play the Twonk?
It's got 5 ruins, I think, so I'm probably not too concerned about actually losing to it, so we'll see. Obviously, he's not in hand.
If there was a rider win. All right, guys, it will be a draw in the end. So making me lie again. Apparently, the players like to do that. Yeah, but there's nothing to on the battlefield, I think.
But yeah, I just don't think they can do to take out the other battlefield.
Yeah, come on. It's you know. Or maybe I missed something. Like he's got no card that can make the difference, right? He's got Draven.
Trying to do cards so we can activate the Darius, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still not enough.
So that's 7 into 7 into that's 13.
That's only 12, right?
Jinx is 5. Darius is only 12. Yeah.
That's 7 and so much. That's some more.
Like,
wait. 7, 6. Yeah, that's already 13, 17, 19.
Oh, what? So he's not killing the camel? Yeah, because there's 10.
Okay.
I mean, that's it. You kill as many as you can, right?
Yeah.
Gets his longsword back. Does he have the Rod the Wind?
No. Not that I know of. And yeah, get the... No, that was the last turn.
Were they not? Oh.
That's the draw.
I guess he didn't realize he was turn 0. Maybe that's it. Maybe he didn't realize he was turn 0. He thought he was turn 1.
Yeah, 1-1. GG.